If you are in London, the Thames Valley, or the East Midlands, you need to pay close attention to the skies today. We are officially under an amber weather warning for extreme heat. This isn't just another warm summer day. The Met Office has flagged this as a significant event for Thursday, the 13th of August, 2026. From 9 o'clock until midnight tonight, the heat is going to be intense. We are looking at a situation where the thermal stress on the environment and the human body becomes a serious concern. This amber alert signals that the weather is not just uncomfortable, but potentially hazardous for vulnerable individuals. The heat is building rapidly, and we are seeing temperatures climb towards extreme levels that challenge our standard summer expectations. This is the fifth heatwave we have experienced this summer alone, which signals a persistent pattern of high-pressure systems stalling over the British Isles. Let's look at the numbers, because they are quite staggering. While the average summer temperature in London usually sits between 18 and 23 degrees Celsius, we are seeing a massive deviation today. In the capital, temperatures are predicted to hit 34 C, with some pockets potentially reaching as high as 36 C. This is a massive leap from the seasonal norm. When you hit the 36-degree mark, the body's ability to cool itself through perspiration becomes heavily taxed. This level of heat is often driven by high-pressure systems that trap warm air over a region, preventing the usual cooling breezes from circulating. For those in the Thames Valley, the mercury is expected to reach 29 C, but the urban heat island effect in London will likely push it even higher. The concrete and asphalt of the city absorb this radiation all day and release it slowly, meaning the heat doesn't just vanish when the sun goes down. To understand why today feels so intense, we have to look at the context of the summer of 2026. This is the fifth heatwave we have encountered this season. This frequency suggests a significant shift in our seasonal weather patterns. Instead of a steady climb in temperature, we are seeing these sudden, violent spikes. This pattern is often caused by air-blocking highs, where a large area of high pressure stays stationary over the UK for extended periods. This prevents cooler, Atlantic air from moving in and creates a feedback loop of rising temperatures. We saw similar patterns earlier this summer, and the cumulative effect of these heat waves means the ground is already quite dry, which can actually intensify the heat as there is less moisture to evaporate and cool the air. We are moving from a period of moderate warmth into a period of extreme thermal stress. This extreme heat isn't just a matter of discomfort, it has real implications for how we move through the world today. For drivers, the RAC has issued specific advice because extreme heat is brutal on vehicles. We are seeing increased risks of tire blowouts and engine overheating. If you are driving today, please monitor your vehicle's temperature gauge and ensure your tires are properly inflated to handle the thermal expansion. Beyond the roads, the transport network is feeling the strain. Rail networks often have to implement speed restrictions when tracks expand too much due to heat, leading to delays. For commuters, the advice is clear: try to avoid peak travel times if possible and stay hydrated. The heat in the East Midlands and the South East is particularly aggressive today, so if you are out and about, seek shade frequently. This is a day for cautious movement rather than heavy exertion. While the South and the Midlands are sweltering, the weather picture across the rest of the UK is quite different. It's not a uniform heatwave. In the northwestern regions, we are seeing a much more unsettled pattern. While much of the country remains dry under prolonged sunshine, there is a distinct chance of showers in the northwest between today and Saturday. This creates a stark contrast, a scorching, dry south versus a potentially damp and cooler north. This atmospheric instability is likely due to the interaction between the intense high-pressure system over the south and incoming low-pressure systems from the Atlantic hitting the western coast. It's a classic example of the weather divide we often see in the UK, where one half of the country is dealing with drought risks while the other deals with unpredictable showers. So, what does the immediate future hold? The current extreme heat is expected to persist through the end of the day today, but the forecast suggests we might see a slight moderation as we move into the weekend. However, we shouldn't get complacent. The presence of these high-pressure blocks means that even if the peak 36 C temperature passes, the ambient heat remains high. We are watching the development of new weather systems closely. If the showers in the northwest expand, they could eventually push the heat further south, but for now, the primary concern remains the heatwave in the southeast and London. We are monitoring the 14-day outlook, but the immediate priority for everyone is managing the heat during this 24-hour window of extreme temperature. To wrap up, Thursday the 13th of August, 2026, is a day of extreme weather for much of the UK, specifically London and the southeast. We are facing an amber warning with temperatures hitting up to 36°C. Please look after yourself and those around you. Stay hydrated, keep your pets cool, and if you are traveling, keep a close eye on your vehicle's condition. This fifth heatwave of the summer is a stark reminder of how volatile our weather can be. Stay tuned for further updates as the situation evolves. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there in the heat.